thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do a pick a card reading on what is going to happen in the next 30 days. It's because we're already in November and I usually do one of these a month, and so that's why I'm doing this right now. I know there are some requests for certain readings. I will do that in the following weeks, and so just stay tuned, okay? And here are 1, 2, and 3 piles, and make your pick. The timestamps are in the description box below, so make your pick and I will see you at your reading. Okay, so what is going to happen in the next 30 days? I drew some lenormand cards. It's saying, what's going to happen in the next 30 days, like what the direction is going to. And then I drew some tarot cards. I will do reverse readings today for the tarot cards. These are, what did I ask? I asked any advice or additional messages for the pile number 1 people in the next 30 days. And it came out reversed Judgment and a reversed 7 of Cups. And then over here is what is going to happen in the next 30 days romantically. And we got the card Love Yourself First. And then additional advice or messages in the Oracle card. And we got Get More Information. Okay, so for pile number 1 people, first of all, you got the Gentleman over here in the Lenormand cards. The Lenormand cards, the Gentleman, since we're doing a general reading, so this card would represent you, whether you are a guy or a female or male, or however you want to say it. It just represents you, okay? The pile number 1 people. Or, since it's a general reading, this could very possibly also mean the person that you are inquiring about, if you have somebody in your mind, or just like some kind of person that you are inquiring about, and it's not gender specific since it's a general reading, but to me, when I first drew the card, when I first saw this card, it just gives me the vibe that it's about you, the reader, okay? Because since it's about what is going to happen in the next 30 days for you, right? So over here we got the Rod, which also means the whip in regular other decks of Lenormand. And the Rod actually means that something is repetitive. It's not the greatest card. It does have a little bit of a negative connotation or meaning to it. It could be a dispute, argument, but then also it does have the good thing is about like sexuality, okay? Sexual thing, being sexy, and then having something done over and over and over again. And the interesting thing also is that I just want to point out, because 11 is 2 of the ones, and then 10, which also deduct or reduced into a 1 as well. So you actually got a lot of 1s. I think that you are trying to manifest something. So maybe for in the next 30 days, there is a possibility that you are trying to manifest a new love to come into your life. And this is something that you've been trying to do it over and over and over and over and over again. So I do feel like maybe pile number 1 people, you are trying to, your focus is more about love than anything else, because it was a general reading, so I was just trying to see whether it's going to be about love, work, or career, finance, right? And I just get the feeling for pile number 1 people, it's probably a little bit geared more towards love, but if that is not the case, I will also talk about other aspects of life as well, what's going to happen. But it is, I just feel it's a little bit more centered around love. But if you're trying to manifest a new career, and maybe even this is about like I just get the feeling like this sudden thing came to my mind, is that if you are asking about career, maybe you're trying to manifest like a higher position, you want to get promoted. It is also towards the end of the year, so I think a lot of people are doing reviews, so you might be moving up, or if you are, this is something that you've been trying to do it over and over again. So, but again, as I was saying, if we're gonna talk about like love wise, this could represent sexuality, so something that's more love related. So but if it's career, it might also be that there might be some arguments, there might be, just watch out for people kind of being very abusive to you. There might be some kind of aggression towards you, right? Just watch out for those people. Not necessarily backstabbers, because I don't see it right here, but just watch out that you might get into arguments more easily towards the end, in the next 30 days with people. Maybe you just get irritated a lot easily. And let's take a look at the tarot cards, because then we could actually expand on this. The Judgment card is reversed and the Seven of Cups is being reversed. The Judgment card is all about clarity, and Seven of Cups is also about that as well, right? Because this is the second to the last card in the Major Arcana card. So something major is coming to you, but either you're preventing it from coming, or you don't think it's going to come, or you're just unsure of what you wanted. So that's why it's coming out in reverse. And the Seven of Cups is like this person looking at all these things that he wanted to manifest, or she wants to manifest, but she's unsure, or he's unsure of which one that he or she wants the most. And having it reversed, it could have that exact reverse meaning you kind of are trying to figure it out now. You want to know exactly what it is that you want to manifest. You start to see clarity of what you want, and so it does have that kind of meaning to it. And perhaps if you are trying to manifest a new person coming into your life, you actually want to figure out what it is that you wanted. Maybe before you were a little bit unsure or unclear of the type of person that you want, because you want all these qualities, but sometimes there's something that you have to give up, right? Something's got to give. Not everybody's going to have every qualities that you want to have in a person, and so like you're going to figure out which one is the most important thing. And it is something that you're trying to manifest, and you've been thinking about it a lot, and you're starting to see clarity in that. And you also, there is the possibility of having all these opportunities coming to you. So then when they do come, so when you do meet the person or people, so more than one, you want to be able to actually, deduct which one is the one that you really wanted, because there is that possibility for the next 30 days that you're going to have multiple people maybe coming towards you, expressing interest, and you just want to be sure that that is exactly what you wanted. And as far as work related, if you want to change to a new career, you just need to know exactly what you want as well, like the kind of things that you're passionate about. And once that is clear to you, you will be able to get it very soon, okay? But if that is not the case, you're just wondering about what is like work situation at the moment, it just means that there probably are a lot of things that you need to worry about, and there aren't a lot of people that you can actually rely on. So you only have yourself to rely on and to get the work done. So you probably won't have a lot of time to do social stuff with people, because it is towards the end of the year. There's a lot of things that needs to be done. Well, this is timeless, so even if it's not the end of the year, it's somewhere in the middle or whatever, early in the year, there's things that maybe for your company that needs to be done, okay, in the next 30 days or so, and that you will be overwhelmed with a lot of work and a lot of things, and you only have yourself to rely on to get the work done. Okay, and as far as Judgment, this is the supporting card for this, like a clarifier for this. So Judgment, when it's being reversed, it is also so if you're looking at changing jobs, this is telling you, you need to be specific, need to know what you wanted. And having the Judgment means like maybe you want to, because it's reversed, maybe you want to just like wait it out a little bit, because I know, because right now we're doing this reading in November, so there is a Mercury retrograde, but since mine's timeless reading, so whatever that's happening when you come across this video, you probably want to wait it out just a little bit, because there's probably things that are unclear right now. And so even with people that are coming, so if it's love related, so if there are people like expressing interest in you, you might want to just wait it out just a little bit and judge, make a sound judgment, like try to observe them a little bit more, because you might also repeat same mistakes over and over again too. So you just want to make sure that you figure things out first. And then romantically, this is about love yourself first, which is actually corresponds with everything I just said, because you want to know exactly what you wanted. You want to figure it out. You want to know what triggers you, what you're passionate about, whether it's work or love related. And if there's a lot of work, maybe you need to take a little bit of time off so that you're not so stressed, right? But this is more about romantically, like what's going to happen in the next 30 days. So you're going to have a lot of people that come towards you, maybe expressing interest. But like I said before, you want to make sure that that's what you wanted. This person, you observe them just a little bit before you actually jump head in first, with this person, because you want to love yourself first. And the best advice I ever received about, relationship is that you want to only give what is that? You match the other person's energy. So if the person only gives you 10%, that's how much you should give back, 10%. So if they don't see you all the time, they don't text you all the time, then you don't do that either, right? Or if they make you pay everything for yourself, then why should you pay for anything for them, right? So if they spend, a day with you, or they would only spend an hour or 2 hours with you, then that's how much you want to invest as well. So, and I think that's like a more concrete advice of like, how do you love yourself first, right? So if anybody is not treating you the way that you think you should be treated, then maybe that's how you treat them back, right? So match their energy. Okay, and then over here, the last card is like additional advice or additional information, and we got the get more information card. And so everything is reversed right now. Things are still a little bit unclear, and so this is why it's telling you for the next 30 days, just wait it out a little bit and make your judgment after the 30 days, because within this 30 days, you will probably get a little bit more information, whether it's about work, whether it's about school, if you're looking for a school, if you're applying for schools, if you are trying to move, if you're trying to make a huge purchase, whether it's a house or a car, right? Anything like financial, if you're trying to invest in something, just hold a little bit, because more information is going to come to you, and maybe after the 30 days, so then you will be able to make a better and judgment about whatever decision that you are currently thinking about. Okay, that is what I see over here for pile number 1. So just to recap a little bit, for love related, you want to love yourself first. Remember to really figure it out. Maybe if you're the type of person that lists things, maybe list out the qualities that you really wanted and then maybe number them, right? And then maybe also list out what you don't want. So you have that balance. Like maybe sometimes you don't know what you wanted, but you actually know what you don't want, right? So that's also things you can do. And so then once you figure that out, wait about 30 days. And if anybody express interest, be friends first, go out with them, have some dates with them, just so that you can observe them a little bit. If you don't actually get to see them a lot, maybe if it's through text or through phone conversation, whatever, just make your observation first, and then more information will come to you after the 30 days. And just keep in mind that you want to love yourself first and match the energy the other person is sending you or giving you. Okay, and then if it's work related, again, if you want to look for a new job, then don't do it in this next 30 days. Wait a little bit, because maybe you actually haven't figured out what exactly that you wanted. Is it money that's more important, or is it passion that's more important? Is the job that you're currently working on, why is it not serving you? Maybe it is okay. Maybe you don't need to change it. Maybe you just have to talk to your boss and see how you can make it better instead of switching to a new job, right? So just figure that out a little bit first before you make that decision. And because after the 30 days, things might come a little bit more clear to you, and you will be able to make a better judgment, because there is that possibility you're going to make repeated mistakes, okay? And there might be some kind of an arguments as well if you actually just do some of the things impetuously within these 30 days, okay? There might be a miscommunication or that kind of things. And then finally, if it's about financial things, again, you want to figure out what it is that you want to invest in. And if it's a house, if it's a stock or whatever. So, but if you were trying to make a purchase, also just try to maybe observe a little bit. Like, you don't have to do it right away, right? Especially if it's a large purchase. Wait a little bit. There might be a better deal coming too. So just figure that out, because there will be some, more information that's going to come to you after the 30 days. And if you're a student still and you're looking for like a new school or that type of things, maybe figure out which school that you wanted, maybe figure out the major that you want, or what do you want to study the most. And then and then you'll be able to because I don't think things are due until a little bit later. So figure it out first, and then wait 30 days, sleep on it, and then do it. You'll probably have more clarity after the 30 days. All right, so that's it for pile number 1, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel. All right, bye. Here is your card. Okay, so the Lenormand cards, I don't read reversals because that's what it is. And we also get the Gentleman and the Ship. The reason I say also is because pile number 1 got that as well. And then we got the King of Pentacles. And we got the 7 of Cups, which is super interesting because pile number 1 also got 7 of Cups, but it's reversed. So you actually got 2 very similar cards. So pile number 1 and pile number 2, your energy might be very similar, but also very different, okay? So over here, the tarot cards is like any additional information or advice that's gonna give for pile number 2 people in the next 30 days. And these are, the Lenormand cards are about what is going to happen in the next 30 days. So it'll be very specific. And then over here, I drew a romantic oracle card, and it's about what is going to happen to your love life in the next 30 days. And you got the calling in your soulmate card. And then over here, we got, it's any additional advice or information for the next 30 days for pile number 2 people. It's an oracle card. And we got don't stop, but it's in reverse. And I don't read reversals for the oracle cards. So we'll flip that around and it says don't stop. Okay, so let's get on it. So first of all, as I was telling pile number 1 people, that this could, because it's a general reading, so this gentleman could actually mean you, the person watching this video, or and it's not going to be gender specific, even though this is a male person, but it could also mean that it's somebody that you are thinking about, inquiring about, you know, there is that possibility. But to me, this card is mainly you, the viewer, okay? But take it however it resonates. If you think this is the person that you're inquiring about, then sure, why not, right? Okay, so then we got the ship. Okay, the ship actually means that it's somebody who's foreign, something that requires traveling, international. Maybe it's also about cruise or something on the water, right? Traveling afar. It's mainly about traveling. So I remember in a previous reading, and somebody asked me, maybe like the ship could also mean like a person who owns like a ship line company. That could very well be, or this could be a person who is who travels a lot. Maybe you, or the viewer, travels a lot, okay? Or that you are, let's see, there's somebody foreign coming to you as well. That could, you know, very much be that. Or maybe you're the person that likes to travel, or you're going to meet somebody that's foreign, or that's going to travel far away from you in the next 30 days, okay? So it may be in the next 30 days. There's a few possibilities. The first possibility is that you're going to be traveling, okay? How far away from it? It could be international, but, you know, domestic is all right. But since it's over water, it's probably going to be somewhere, because it's a ship, probably closer to like a water area, places with water. But, you know, if it's land, because it's a general reading, if it's some inland place, that's fine as well, right? But there is the possibility of maybe you'll be traveling in the next 30 days, or there will be somebody from afar traveling towards you, okay, in the next 30 days. So somebody might be visiting you in the next 30 days. Or you might be meeting somebody that you don't know at all, because before I was saying it could be somebody that you know already and it's coming to visit you, but it could also mean that you're going to meet a foreign man or a foreign woman in the next 30 days. And that could very well be your romantic partner, right? You might be attracted to them because you got the calling in your soulmate card, okay? And over here it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And so it's if you're pile number 2 people, if you're asking about what is going to happen in the next 30 days, love wise, like relationship wise, you will probably, if you're single, you'll probably meet somebody who is somebody who's foreign, okay, traveling afar, visiting you, or somebody that you don't know, or somebody you had a crush on and they're gonna come back to you and traveling towards you and come visit you, okay? Let's see. But if you are inquiring about like work or something like that, then maybe you will be kind of geared towards something that you're like, if you're thinking about changing to a new job, you probably will find the one that you really, really want, okay? It might require a lot of traveling, a lot of business trips, a lot of going away. And I don't know if that's something that you really like. Maybe that is the type of business or the type of job that you are geared towards, okay? But if you are not thinking about changing jobs, you're wondering about your current job situation, I think you will probably get something that you like. Maybe you'll get a promotion, maybe you'll get increase in salary or something like that. Okay, something good, it might be happening because it's just calling your soulmate. It just gives me this really good vibe. Okay, and or it could be like your company is going to send you to business trips. Okay, where you might meet somebody like your soulmate. Okay, doesn't have to be like a romantic partner, but maybe like you'll meet like a partner or something, like a business partner that you really click, and then maybe you'll actually be an entrepreneur and start your own business, right? So they're like on your business trips when you go on that kind of thing. Or if you're traveling to make a business deal, maybe that deal is going to go really, really smooth in the next 30 days. Okay, because you do have the King of Pentacles, which means like abundance, somebody who's very, very calm, somebody who is very analytical, very it's all about money, right? Finance. And then but the thing is, like over here, the tarot card is this one. The second card is actually the clarifier for the first card, and we got the Seven of Cups. So there are a lot of opportunities going to present to you. So like I said, if you actually travel afar for business trip or something like that, they might give you a lot of proposal. Like what I was saying, you might meet this person that you really click with, and then you have the same like goal or same kind of passion, and they're gonna propose to you and say, hey, you know, maybe we should do business together, and maybe that is something like, you know, they're gonna paint all these pictures for you, and you're gonna have to figure out like exactly, is that something that you really wanted, right? You know, so that is a possibility. But if it's actually you wanting to find a new career or job, you're going to have a lot of opportunity presenting to you, and you are going to be a little bit confused, and you're going to have to figure out like which one is the real thing, because this is all like you're thinking what is, you know, what could happen if you actually take a step in making whatever things happen. But this is all imaginary. Okay, so you really have to make that actual move instead of just thinking about it. And King of Pentacle is all about, you know, making steady, sound judgment. Okay, this person is very, very stable, and they try to find balance between work and personal life. And so maybe this is about like, once you go into this new business venture, you might have to give up some stuff, right? So really think about if that is exactly what you wanted. And as far as like love relationship goes, you might meet this person while traveling, like a love person, like somebody that you'll be attracted to, or this person will be traveling towards you, and you might actually have a few opportunities, or this person that you're meeting might be painting this huge, like super awesome picture and create. So you're like imagining like, what is it going to be like with this person, you know, if you're gonna like get married, or you're gonna be, what is it, you know, have all these like fantasies about this person. But just want to make sure that you base it off of reality. Okay, so not just go off like on your emotions, and some, you know, it's good to follow your intuition sometimes, but when your emotions get in the way and you start fantasizing about things, that's when it goes really bad. So then that's when you want to base everything off of like just realities and facts, and maybe go, if you have somebody that you can go towards for advices, somebody older, wiser, that would be a really good thing too. And make sure this person coming towards you is also financially stable, because like I said, we want to base everything off of realities, because sometimes you just base everything off of emotions, you might get a little stuck. Okay, for the next 30 days, that is you're going to be a little confused. You're going to have a lot of opportunities, but you don't really know if this person coming or multiple people coming are the ones. They might all be the wrong people, okay? So the only thing that you can actually judge off of is how stable are they mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, okay? So that is something in the next 30 days that I see for pile number 2 people. And if you are not single and you're in a relationship, then again, your partner might be painting all these crazy picture, like what are we gonna like have and all that stuff. And then they're like more of a talker or like thinker, and instead of like a doer. So you want to make sure that they actually put their words into action, okay? Otherwise, everything is just all fantasy, right? And in the next 30 days, they might actually, daydream a little bit more than putting things like pegging it down. And so you might have to be the person that's like, hey, instead of just saying all these things, can you actually make it happen? Right? But the partner that you are with is probably the person for you. But if not, then you will meet somebody new that is, or you're trying to meet somebody new that is like a soulmate, okay? But you want to figure this out instead of just daydreaming. And also, if you are single, instead of daydreaming what you wanted, right? You want to actually put it into action. So if you're just staying at home all the time and thinking about like, oh my God, maybe I'll meet this person and that kind of thing, no, it's not going to happen. You need to travel. You need to go out. You need to spend time with people, right? And over here we got the last card, which is the Oracle card. It's called Don't Stop. So don't stop manifesting. Don't stop whatever you're doing right now. That if it's working for you, keep going, okay? But if it's not, if it's just daydreaming is great. I mean, sometimes you actually come up with the most creative ideas while daydreaming, but just know that you want to actually put it into work, okay? And find that security and find that financial things. And I think for pile number 2 people, I actually feel like, even though we got this romantic card calling your soulmate, I do feel like pile number 2 people are probably a little bit more you're probably wondering more about career and financial stuff. And if you are still a student, that's probably something more on your mind right now, is life type of things, like stability, security, financial things, right? So yeah, pile number 2 people, maybe you are thinking about some like romantic stuff, but I really do feel like for number 2 people, it is more, sorry, that's my dog. It is more about finance and career, right? I think you're more career oriented. Pile number 1 people, I do feel like that's more relationship. Like the people that's watching and chose pile number 1 probably are looking a bit more about like love and relationship in the next 30 days. For pile number 2, it is, I do feel a little bit more geared towards career and finance. And or if you're not working right now, you're still a student, you are worried more about that, like school, education, that type of things. But if you are worried, so just to recap, if pile number 2 people, if you are wondering about love and stuff like that, you are calling your soulmate. But just make sure, if you're single, make sure that you know what you wanted. Instead of just daydreaming, you want to go out and actually seek these people and out, or join some, I don't know, meetups, or go to groups, or go out with your friends, and putting imaginary or things that you're thinking about into action, okay? Making that happen instead of just sitting at home and thinking about it. If you are with somebody, then maybe your partner is, or maybe you, your partner or you might be the kind that talks a lot and never make things happen. So you want to make sure that, that thing will happen for you. And And maybe the things that you are talking about a lot should be probably more reality-based, security-based. King of Pentacles is also about like, not just like about money, but it's about like materialistic things. So it's reality, right? Practical things. And how do you make yourself comfortable? I mean, money is not the most important things, but it is going to make your life easier, right? So it's probably going to gear a little bit more towards that. And maybe we will be traveling in the next 30 days together, right? Going like on some cruises or something like that. Let's see. I want to say I forgot to mention for the single people, instead of daydreaming, also like if you do have people coming towards you expressing interest, and just base your judgment a little bit off of like how well they put things into action, base it off of realities like money, financial things as well, okay? If it's about career-wise, if you're looking for a new job, I think you will have a lot of opportunities presented to you, or maybe you actually think about all these things that you wanted. But again, making that final decision should probably be based off of how are they going to like the kind of offer that they want to present to you. And it's probably going to be about a lot of traveling around, business trips, and maybe during your business trips you might meet somebody who will present you with another business trip, okay? Not that presenting you with a business trip, but like the fact that they will probably present you with a business proposal. That's what I meant. A business proposal where it might also require a lot of traveling, and you just want to make sure that that is exactly what you wanted and that it is going to be profit. Just make sure everything is written in contract. Make sure you're thinking money, right? Because it is a business. If you are not going to change a new job, you're actually staying at where you are, just want to know what's going to happen in the next 30 days within whatever work that you're doing. You might get a promotion, you might get a little bit of increase in salary, but again, it's with more money is going to come with more responsibility. You might have to travel a little bit more. You're going to have a lot of responsibility, a lot of things that you have to take care of. And maybe you will be promoted into like a supervisor manager position where you have a lot of responsibility that you have to take care of. And but I think overall it's a good thing. It says don't stop, right? So everything that you are trying to make happen is probably gonna happen. It's just gonna keep coming to you, good things in the next 30 days. All right, so if you're talking about, if you're still a student, it's the same thing. Make sure that it is you're thinking everything, balancing everything. Probably money is still the most important thing. And if you're thinking about like going abroad, studying abroad, that would probably be a really good thing too, but it'll require money. But you're gonna learn a lot of things. You're like gonna be very stimulated with all kinds of things. And you might meet somebody when you go abroad, right? So that is what I see for pile number 2, people. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. You got the book Lilies, and the Letterman cards. I just ask, what is going to happen in the next 30 days, just like general, but very, very, it will give us a more specific things, okay? And then tarot cards, I asked like any advice and anything any messages for the next 30 days. And we got the Chariot in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. And the Oracle cards, I don't read reversals today, but you got this is the Romantic Oracle card. And what I asked is what is going to happen romantically in the next 30 days for pile number 3, people. And we got the Trust in reverse, but we'll flip it around because I'm not going to read it reversed. So we got Trust. And then this last card is any additional advice or information. And we got the Peaceful Resolution. Okay, so So the book is all about like being something mysterious. So in the next 30 days, this is very interesting because in the Lenormand cards, when you get the book, it's actually something mystery. It's a surprise, okay? Something cannot be revealed at the moment, and it's a secret. It's also about knowledge and all that stuff, but it is something that's unknown. So I think in the next 30 days for pile number 3 people, there might be a surprise coming to you. And right now, at this moment, the card doesn't want to tell you. Or if you believe in spirits or gods or whatever, greater power, it doesn't want to reveal or ruin their surprise at the moment, okay? I was actually gonna just like read the cards like this, but just because of the book, I want to say something about this, because if you're looking for some kind of a resolution about something, or you're troubled about something, I'm thinking the surprise is probably gonna bring you peace, and it's going to be a good surprise, okay? Because sometimes it could be a bad thing in the next 30 days, right? Something's gonna a surprise and you're like, oh my god, like not a happy one. But just because we got like the trust and the peaceful resolution card, I do think this surprise is actually on the good side. And we got the lily as well. The lily is actually both of these cards are neutral card, but to me the lily cards actually gives me a little bit more of a positive vibe. So it's just, so because of that, and then combined with peaceful resolution, I do think like the book, whatever surprise is coming in the next 30 days is going to be a good surprise, okay? And okay, the lily is actually about, again, lily is also about peace and peacefulness and maturity. And it does have like that discreet feeling as well. It's very wise, very conservative, okay? So calm, constant. So again, because like I was saying, these two actually resonate with each other. It's that peaceful feeling of things, okay? And I just want to read this. Lilies are white, green leaves surround. The outlook is bright and passion will abound. When this card rests higher, it means good disposition. The card resting lower is a dubious position. But it's not resting lower because it is coming over here, because we're just doing a 2-card spread. So I would say it is good. The outlook is bright and passion will abound. Isn't that awesome? So if you're asking about love relationship in the next 30 days, I think something surprising, something peaceful is going to come to you, and something surprising is coming to you, and it's going to make you very peaceful, calm, and you're going to be pretty happy, okay? If you're asking about work or relationship or even finance related, I think you will find peace. You will find like a wise, mature, maybe somebody's gonna give you like what do you call those, like opinion, no, not opinion, advice. So a mature advice or mature things, so to you, and the surprise that is, okay? Let's see. So the next 2 cards, the tarot cards, the Chariot and the 7 of Wands. This is also really, really interesting. Look at this. It's 2 sevens. Okay? 7s, like pile number 1 people, they got a lot of 1s. So they're manifesting a lot of things, right? Things are like new beginning and that kind of thing. But for pile number 3 people, you got 7s. 7 is all about spiritual things. Very surprise, very spiritual things, like spirits is actually around you, helping you, or like these unknown forces if you don't believe in like spirits and God and stuff like that. So like whatever that energy, it's like surrounding you and helping you. It is coming out in reverse, so something about you're preventing it. So maybe you're a little bit skeptical because of the situation you are in right now. You're like, nah, nothing good is gonna happen. You have a little bit of that negative energy right now, but just trust and believe that a peaceful resolution is going to come to you in the next 30 days, okay? And you'll be able to flip this energy around. And just like pile number 1, you actually got a major arcana card as well. So it is something major, something is going to be life-changing for you. But you just have to flip this energy, because it is a better card if it is flipped upright, okay, not in reverse. And whereas 7 of Wands, it's actually not that bad as reversed, if you because it's all about like you're by yourself battling all these other people, right? And then having it reversed, it could also mean that, you know, you actually have people coming to you and helping you battle things, okay? So this card being reversed is not that bad of a thing, but the Chariot is about willpower, about moving forward, okay? And it's coming in reverse, so there is a little bit of a stall. You do feel like right now you're kind of stuck, okay? So in the next 30 days, just trust that something better will be coming, and you will probably be able to move forward with either if you're asking about love, you'll probably be able to move forward with this person that you're inquiring about. You will be able to you won't feel so alone trying to battle everything. You will have people come to you and help you with that, and maybe this person will be coming to you to help you battle other things instead of having you battle you know, on your own, or feeling alone, like left out, right? And this is all about willpower. So maybe you actually losing faith a little bit, losing trust a little bit, and you kind of want to give up right now. But don't do that, right? Because it's telling you that trust everything's gonna work out, and a great surprise is on its way, okay, in the next 30 days. Let me see if I see any additional things for pile number 3 people. Okay, so if it is love related, career related, you might actually feel like right now there are some challenges and you feel like very stuck at the moment, and you feel like you're the only one that's battling. You might feel that way, but you're surrounded with people that are that want to help you, okay? Because it's passion card, so the Wands card, so it's about passion. So you're actually not alone right now. You feel alone, but you're not alone, okay? You have people helping you, and you feel like giving up because the situation is so like tough and that kind of things, but just trust that everything's going to work out, and it's going to work in your favor, and surprise is coming. Maybe if it's work related, maybe you're going to be getting like a increase in salary or promotion, or just like making new friends, like people that you didn't think that you would get along with. You actually ended up like being surprised that they're actually come to your rescue or help you, right? And so just believe that is that in the next 30 days, okay? There is going to be a surprise. You might be you might feel a little stuck. You might feel like, gosh, I'll never be able to go to the school that I wanted to go, or get the grade I want to get, right? I might not even pass this class, but trust that there are actually people gonna come and help you with that thing. Don't just give up just yet, because there is peaceful resolution coming, and there's some surprises. And maybe you can even ask for some mature person's advice to help you with things, right? This is all about like having people come to you and help you. Ask for help. And you know what? That is actually what I see for pile number 3 people. You guys got the easiest. Everybody else, I know this is like super short, but it's actually pretty straightforward for pile number 3 people, is that so let me just recap a little bit, okay? Some surprise is going to come in the next 30 days for you. And right now the surprise is unknown, and you're unaware of it, but it is going to bring you peaceful resolution. And this is all about peace and mature and advice, sound advice. Very good. The outlook is bright, okay? The passion is there as well. Like we got the passion card over here, and we got the 7 of the 2 sevens, okay? So maybe you might be seeing repeated numbers that are in particular sevens, okay? And you got 3, and there's a 3 over here as well. And 3 is also about like, you know, new beginning, creativity. But if you look up 333, the repeated 333 numbers, it is also about like spirits or like these unknown forces coming to help you with things. And that is actually, to me, 3 and 7s, the messages are very similar, okay, if you're into numerology. So like you got the 7s and the 3s, which is all about having this unknown, these mysterious forces working behind the scenes right now for you and waiting for the best timing to come, okay? And so it's the next 30 days. Something is going to work in your favor, and whether it's love related, whether it's work related. And so right at this moment, you might feel really down. You might be feeling very disappointed, depressed, whether it's love related, if you're single, or if you're in a relationship. Like if you're single, you're like, I'll never meet the person that I wanted or that I'm looking for. There's no such person. If you're in the relationship, maybe your partner is like pissing you off, okay? Or you feel like maybe they're kind of acting weird, or maybe you suspect something is going on with them, and just know that there are things working for you right now, and there is a surprise coming in the next 30 days, and that is going to bring you peace, okay? It's going to resolve in a good way, in your favor. But you just can't give up just at the moment. Right now, if you give up, everything is done. So I feel like these 3 cards actually corresponds with each other. It's that trust, okay? Have faith that everything is going to work out, okay, in the next 30 days. But these 30 days is going to be pretty tough. You're going to want to give up so many times, okay? You're just going to feel like, oh, I can't do this anymore, whether it's love or work related. So if it's work related, if you're trying to find a new job, you're like, I'm never going to find that new job that I wanted because it's just so tough and it's like really hard out there, so competitive, right? And you feel like you're alone doing all that things, but no, you actually have people. If it's not real people, but there's like unknown spiritual energy things that's working, okay, for you during these 30 days. And if you are not looking for a new job, you're just at your current job, you might be stuck with a lot of things that you need to get done. People are probably not doing kind of like aggressive towards you feel. But you're going to your surprise, maybe the people that you thought hated you actually is a comrade, or is actually, they actually don't hate you, right? They're actually going to come and help you with things. And so like you're going to feel like you want to give up, okay, during these 30 days, but don't do it. Just trust that there's something better coming, and there is going to be a surprise coming to you in the next 30 days, and it will bring you peace. I just can't reiterate that. I think I repeated that like 5 times, okay? So that's what I see for pile number 3, people. And just let me know in the comment section below, because I'm very curious about this one pile, if that is what's coming. Because personally, when I was dealing with this, pile number 3 is the one that I was just like, when I was dealing the cards, like my mind just keeps shifting to the 3. So that's basically also like the pile I'm kind of choosing, because there is some, personal things in my life right now that I'm a little bit, wondering about, and I do feel like giving up all the time. So I guess I just have to trust, right? So if you also feel that way, or if this resonated with you, or if it doesn't, let me know, because maybe I'm letting my own judgment getting into the pile as well too much. So just let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.